Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm from America.
Oh, God.
And I just walked through your streets, and there was very, very beautiful mothers who were pushing their baby carriages around.
Very nice.
And
you want to fuck them all?
I want to fuck your babies.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
Motherfuckers. Peace. Shut the fuck up. And I don't know. They're looking dead tonight. And I don't know. They're looking dead tonight. And I don't know. They're looking dead tonight. Ain't looking like they got the strength to fight. Switch up your pulse patterns. What's the RPM of your breath? Kickstart your heart with a punch, beating your chest, squeezing your head till I pop vessels in your eye sockets. We talk your ears off till your blood pressure skyrockets. It murders kids. Check for lumps in your throat before you burn a bridge. Jump in a moat, depending on whether you float or sink. Know how to swim or can't. You know what to think before you provoke some shit between concentration camp counselors. Giving first aid training, mouth to mouth, resuscitate lady fate when I see her face fading. I make her suck wind, bring her vibrant colors back, see if she has any contacts, and I find out where her mother's at. Said she had my number, but nothing other than that. When she said my number's up, I laughed. The EMS came running back, doing suicides. A relay race of time and space between me and destiny, but I leave no trace to find. She leaves nowhere to hide, I leave no hide to wear. Skin myself, leave my bones, dress up in some tribal gear. Mummify every time I lived in the now. If you don't wanna die, then come alive and don't give your number out. Countdown till the end of my show. Shout loud if you ain't ready to go. The out crowd might never know why I'm trying to find vital signs. And I don't know, they're looking dead tonight. And I don't know, they're looking dead tonight. And I don't know, they're looking dead tonight. Ain't looking like they got the strength to fight through the rest of the night. They're looking dead tonight. They're looking dead tonight. They're looking dead tonight. Ain't looking like they got the strength to fight.
If you don't have that sort of
I'm not here to judge voyeuristic fetishes. If nobody looked, it's a closed book. You can put your hang-ups on a coat hook. I'm from a puritanical land where they burn witches. I'm the result of a cold figure burning up with sickness. Cure never came, Jesus never helped. We were all to blame, got beat us with a belt. If I heard your name, I retreat into myself. I won't hurt your name, I keep it to myself with love, life, love, God, girls, and lies. I can't hear through those veneers, but you keep speaking through those pearly whites. No legacy to claim, no enemies to squelch. No chemical imbalance that can remedy yourself. Pedestals for the parents, medicine is on a shelf. Put the trophy in the spotlight, watch as it melts. Metal would have survived, plastic is cheaper. Ran into the fire, she asked me to leave her. Did what I could with the wood and the flammables. Stood with the good little animal, ran with the bulls. Soot on my hands that were full. Put the good book on the mantle. Burn, baby, burn, you can serve as a candle. Last thing I heard was her on the piano. Last thing I saw was her being herself. By beating herself to see if it could help. If I heard your name, I retreat into myself. I won't hurt your name, keep it to myself. With love, life, love, God, girls and lies. I can't hear through those veneers, but you keep speaking through those pearly whites. Love the lie. Love the lie.
consider me to be a fly on the wall with a bird's eye view. I stare as my birth time drew near. The only earth I knew reared me in a world that I grew to fear. I do appear quite new to warm, and I'm like, what's up with the lights and the white uniforms? You're damn right, you're truly wrong. When a hand strikes a newly born, can't fight, I'm cruelly scorned. In a man's life, the beauty's gone. I was scared with fright through the storm. I'm prepared to write a mutiny song. It's a miracle, Lord. Damn, my dick is long. Nah, it's just the umbilical cord. Clip, clip, snip, snip, and now it's gone, along with my foreskin. One of the awful things they do to the offspring. This thing is lessened by the drugs they pump into my miniature body, making us addicts just that quick. That's their signature hobby. An infamous robbery. If I'm not careful, my shaft will break. It's coming up with creative ways to masturbate. I wanna be held. My father rebelled. My mom's unconscious. Went from a dockless to some boxes. It's obnoxious. Doctors poking pride. I can barely function. This is my first out-of-body experience in alien abduction. I'm barely a munchkin after just minutes of labor. They're putting my tiny footprints on some birth certificate paper. My personal hell of isolation began in an incubator. If I think of it later, slice open my wrist and check the microchip data. They didn't capture it on beta, film, or audio. Year made me a dragon. The month made me a Scorpio. The weak, feeble, helpless baby boy cried for nights, but that day was the time of my life. But that day was the time of my life. But that day was the time of my life. That day was the time of my life. Every midnight, we sit at the coffee table and we share a cup of tea. He stays up with me and we discuss things. Most of the time he just listens, other times offers suggestions, or he just ignores my questions. It gets more depressing as time passes. Every night I ask this one question and all he does is wipe his glasses. It's aggravating as hell, just waiting to tell whether or not he can even remember the answer, whether or not he's choosing not to tamper with his memory, whether or not he can even remember me. What a waste of time. But every night it's that same damn routine. One green cup of tea and me stuck all by myself once it's empty. Then I'm off the bed with plenty of caffeine to keep me up and thinking. The cup I'm drinking from is never clean. I can't remember if it's a dream. Once I awaken I walk from my messy bed and anticipate the next late night talk. You don't scare me. Why are you still sitting here? I'm not afraid of you. You are not intimidating. What is it that you want from me? I'm not leaving. I want to stay. Every midnight, we sit at the coffee table and we share a cup of tea. He stays up with me and we discuss things. Most of the time he just listens, other times offers suggestions with his awful expressions, altered reflections. His whole aura is see-through with more confessions. I don't wanna leave you. This cup should be bottomless. As my insecurities spill, I see his face fading away. I surely need a refill. I purposely keep still and don't move much, except to wet my lips with sips. With every kiss of death I lose touch. I sip the tea carefully, cause it's at the degree of separation. Tasting his forked tongue in bilingual conversation, waiting for his answer still. And at any given chance I will sweeten low my bitter past. Let the cancer kill the small talk. Hi man, this bitter taste in my mouth needs to get washed out. Ghosts in this house don't have anything timely to talk about. The concept is dead, there's nothing death should interrupt. I went to bed last night with one sip left in the cup.
Can't make my tire and can't be a flyer. By the age of 16 I'm able to retire.
Christopher Daniel Gay was arrested on a Friday in Florida at the Daytona International Speedway. He was a fugitive on the run. Christopher made a quick escape while being transported in a van that was picking up convicts state to state. He did it during a bathroom break. He hotwired somebody's pickup. In fact, Christopher had a long history of theft involving trucks. He was en route to Alabama for stealing someone's travel trailer. Grand Theft Auto. He was a career criminal jailbird who also had 3 outstanding warrants in his home state of Tennessee. But it was an outstanding performance that set him free. Little Houdini. He stole a big rig, then a tour bus that belonged to Crystal Gale to evade a 5-state manhunt that wanted to put that birdie back in jail. But they failed. Cause Christopher wasn't just running from cops. Christopher Gay was now racing the clock. His mother was dying and there was no time to be held inside of a cage with locks. So y'all can turn up your nose and suck on your teeth and wag your finger like tisk tisk. But he had to take the risk. Little Houdini. There wasn't a single thing sinister in his decision to break from the prison. His only motive was to go back to his childhood home while his mom was still living. It wasn't a house, more like an old mobile camper where she was bedridden, diagnosed with colon cancer. Sometimes the only answer we're left with when a loved one's name is on the death list is to head for the exits and go home. Christopher got the hell out of Texas. His abandonment was reckless. It prolonged his sentence, y'all could forget it. He had numerous convictions and none were as strong as this. Unless you consider the other instance he went the distance. A similar situation. It was a bizarre coincidence when he escaped from prison the first time. Not this time, but the one before. He visited his dad cause he was dying inside of a mental ward, suffering from Alzheimer's. He paid respects, made his peace. When he was done, he didn't run, he returned himself back to the police. That's when his mom made her plea. She said, he knows what he done was wrong. He knows what he done was wrong. But he knows his father don't got long. His father don't got long. He's not a fugitive on the run. He's not a fugitive on the run. He's not dangerous, he's our son. He ain't never hurt no one. He knows what he done was wrong. He knows what he done was wrong. But he knows his father don't got long. His father don't got long. He's not a fugitive on the run. He's not a fugitive on the run. He's our son. This ain't no country western song. Christopher wasn't just running from cops. Christopher Gay was now racing the clock. His mother was dying and there was no time to be held inside of a cage with locks. So y'all can go on and toss your rocks and talk your talk like tisk tisk. Meanwhile Chris is stealing a tractor trailer from Walmart. An 18-wheeler, he's stealing rubber. The bird takes flight down turnpikes. $300,000 worth of merchandise, but it ain't worth her life. Ran it off the road and abandoned it 50 yards from his mom's to avoid the cops. It's half a football field from her feeble lawns. After all the stuff, the tour bus, the pickup trucks, the tractor trailer, interstate chases, he put on the brakes and couldn't get close enough. The news reporters told people to lock their doors, like there was a monster on the loose, but there was no truth to those reports. His mom had weeks to live, and Chris had years to serve. They were within shouting distance, but I don't think he heard her final words. But I don't think he heard her final words. She made her plea to the TV. He knows what he done was wrong. He knows what he done was wrong. But he knows his mama don't got long. His mama don't got long. He's not a fugitive on the run. He's not a fugitive on the run. He's not dangerous, he's my son. He ain't never hurt no one. He knows what he done was wrong. He knows what he done was wrong. But he knows his mama don't got long. His mama don't got long. He's not a fugitive on the run. He's not a fugitive on the run. He's my son. This ain't no country western song. The third time he escaped from a state cop at a Georgia pit stop, he just slipped out of the handcuffs. He jumped ship and he took off with no father to visit and no mom to go home to. Just an open road where he could be free. Little Houdini. With no father to visit, no mom to go home to. Just a wide open sky where he could fly. With no father to visit, no mom to go home to. Just an open road where he could be free. Little Houdini. With no father to visit, no mom to go home to. Just a wide open sky where he could fly. With no father to visit, no mom to go home to. Just an open road where he could be free. Little Houdini. With no father to visit, no mom to go home to. Just a wide open sky where he could fly. With no father to visit, no mom to go home to. Just an open road where he could be free. Little Houdini.
Talking about something that a lot of people are familiar with, the Our Father prayer. I'm sure you're familiar with the prayer. You know, Our Father in the heavens. Ever say that prayer? You ever hear the expression, God's kingdom? You know, it's interesting. You're one of the first. How you feel about the things going on?
I don't feel like they're very good at all.
I know, it seems like something's going to come to a head. Just a little while longer, and the wicked one will be no more, and you will certainly give attention to his place that he will not be. But the righteous themselves will possess the earth, and they will reside forever upon it. How long does it say that they can live on the earth?
On this earth?
It says forever.
Forever.
Yeah. And sometimes that's a new thought for people, but
That's kind of scary.
well, that's a promise from God. Sometimes it's a new thought for people who think, yeah, right, live forever.
The one that I'm with thinks sex is a beautiful thing, and that's simply adorable. When my time is affordable, dimes pay the price, I get abusive, and that's the truth. It's just a fucking shame, this is how I choose to communicate. Excuses I produce have their roots in the music I make. She's not a fan, nor am I famous. I may just change and adjust when I branch out and leave. Get off my damn couch and achieve what I dream about. Leave my house, hand out my keys to the sleepless beauty who failed math class and can't count her Z's. The tree dies, she says that she's mine, she's my proprietress. Can't hold on to most of what I own. Besides, she likes to kiss, and that's cute. I hug her till I start to hurt her. She wants to dance to my pulse, but I've got heart murmurs. A shark circles our lifeboat till its fin folds. The monster we created might choke in clothes. I'm naked walking tight ropes without big toes. Couldn't see this with the night scope if my skin glowed. Falling, calling for a safety net. The great white might drain me of my life, biting to my veiny neck. Wet dreams of falling asleep could dry up when she sees that I bleed off beat. Head over heels cause she's tripping on her own feet. That puzzled look on her face still isn't complete. She gives bits and pieces of herself while I'm breaking myself open up, pour my contents to a shelf. Pardon me, but is that me wearing my heart on my sleeve with razor sharp teeth gnawing at my wrist? How beautiful is this? The most beautifulest thing in the world is making up words when I have none else left to say to a girl. Making her curl up in a ball in the corner of my eye, taking a time out. I don't want her to cry. I don't ever want to be considered the sort of guy who says I just might break your face tonight. Spread my love like the legs of a crack whore. We sleep together but don't sleep to keep it simple. You dance around me like a fire, blow me away, blow me away. Spread my love like the legs of a crack whore. We sleep together but don't sleep to keep it simple. You dance around me like a fire, blow me out, and I send you love poems in the form of smoke signals. Over average marriage, materialist, Mr. Righteous, a savage miscarriage of just us, and the dust it never settles. I'm rusted, spreads and metal to make it weak, plus disgustingly ugly. Nobody wants to fuck with or touch me. Underappreciated with 100 weaknesses. What do I need to live? The blood I bleed is thicker than the skin I shed people with. Beat a fist to the air, pretend to make believe she cares. So I open up old wounds and the usual bruises on my ego appear. I'm a low self-esteem engine in need of a horsepower. Hot as sleeping powder. Dark clouds follow me with deep secrets. I need a colder shower. The showboat when exposed is open-ended quest, cause it won't flow if it turns out these are permanent echoes in his chest. I think it's best to turn the reverb down, kill the delay, and get me the fuck out of this cave. I could paint you pictures all day, but I'm not gonna pander to Neanderthals that way. I'm not gonna pander to Neanderthals today. One that I'm with thinks sex is a beautiful thing. She thinks I'm something special, she's my specialist. More beautiful than sex, cause only something like sex makes something so lovely turn ugly and fuck up shit. I'm holding a sleepless beauty pageant on my shark-infested waterbed until it's punctured. Spread my love, spread my love, spread my love, until I pull a muscle. Spread my love, spread my love, spread my love, until it's see-through. Spread my love like the legs of a crack hole. We sleep together but don't seem to keep it simple. You dance around me like a fire, blow me away, blow me away, blow me away. Spread my love like the legs of a crack whore. We sleep together but don't seem to keep it simple. You dance around me like a fire, blow me out, and I send you love poems in the form of smoke signals.
Someone the other day, someone made a mistake. Were we at war?
By the time the flags rotted off of their antennas, they were questioning who the real threat is. Big brotherly love is a 21st century's plague. No matter how bloody the glove, question evidence displayed. Don't forget what 2 + 2 equals. Don't let them upgrade to math. No matter what they have as proof of evil. Remember when they went after the Jewish people? You don't recognize the same black mask as see-through. Attack of the eagle. If they don't fall dead before they reach me, I'll be damned if I don't shoot one in his bald head. Fuck what we're force fed. All I ever wanted was a warm bed and house that wasn't haunted. I'd rather die for a cause than to die just because we exhausted natural resources, forced into war, restoring wasteful ways, keeping other countries poor. Monkey see, monkey do. I wonder what that fucking monkey saw. Keep rethinking, still frames in your mind. I guarantee they will change with time. Your outline is pixelated, poor resolution, while downtime is simply wasted. You were born execution style. Head first in the trial, I'll second the motion till the jury's bored to death and puts your neck in an ocean. Situation volatile. The naked is trying to find the right clown costume to make his father smile. So he bombs while he tries to tell jokes. Ain't a false alarm, can't you smell the smoke? You're in the line of fire where they buy and sell votes. Her sense of liberty doesn't ring true, so that's why the bell broke. Trenchcoat mafiosos repel rocks, recruitment officers and rebel against cops, till they hurdle infinite circles in small cell blocks. Turtle upon turtle till they're all shell-shocked. This so-called president got elected in a courtroom with war efforts and plots. Inherited a fortune, we talk, so the veterans of war assume the revolution stopped. Hey Bobby,
the president has the power of life and death. It is truly, I think, the most powerful position in the free world.
Hey Bobby,
Our goal is something Americans have not enjoyed in this century. The corruption of truth.
You can't roam a lost land as a last existing dinosaur. There's no escaping ass kickings in these times of war. Replacing apples with hospitals where doctors are hostile. Killing 2 pterodactyls with 1 fossil. I got you. If they don't fall dead before they reach me, I'll be damned if I don't shoot one in his bald head. Fuck what we're force fed. All I ever wanted was a warm bed and house that wasn't haunted. You can thumb through novels to have your fingerprints matched. Descriptions of thinking criminals committing innocent acts of compassion. Tired civilians crawling with pistols. We fire $1 million warning missiles. Force the issues in the back of your head where eyes roll. Brainwash yourself out of that mind control. Act a fool like you told, but we won't see no justice till that bitch removes a blindfold. This ain't a love it or leave it, it's a change it or lose it. I won't sing the anthem of a nation who never faces the music. Chasing an elusive caveman in spaceships that makes trips to the futures at a name brand. Faking progress, but we ain't advanced enough to change the posture of our ape stance. They got the key to the city, still they prefer to break an entry. I'm shedding light inside the shadow box to make it end. Bobby,
the president has the power of life and death. It is truly, I think, the most powerful position in the free world.
Hey Bobby,
our goal is something Americans have not enjoyed in this century. The corruption of truth.
Attack of the eagles. If they don't fall dead before they reach me, I'll be damned if I don't shoot one in his bald head. Fuck what we're force fed. All I ever wanted was a warm bed.
I don't know about you, but I'm concerned with what's happening in this world. I'm concerned with the structure. I'm concerned with the systems of control. Those that control my life and those that seek to control it even more. I want freedom. That's what I want, and that's what you should want. It's up to each and every one of us to turn loose just some of the greed, the hatred, the envy, and yes, the insecurities, because that is the central mode of control. Make us feel pathetic, small, so we'll willingly give up our sovereignty, our liberty, our destiny.
I woke up with a tag between my toes and my feet were frozen. I could feel my dreams decomposing and my nose was bleeding. She was ghost, leaving me holding my rib. She did it gently, I could tell by how the sheets were folded. Carefully on this old bed that we hardly slept on. She always kept calm when I said, go ahead, mommy, get gone. I guess her got up and go, must have got up and jetted. Fuck it, forget it, there's nothing except for me and my cup of regrets. Come into my love nest,
A dungeon of fuck fests, plunge into tunnels, my tongue wets. Come get some sex, kitty, kitty. Drinking from that titty sink till you're drunk, unless you quite a breast milk that I suckle from the young breast that are hung less than Jerry Shirley. Don't upset the poet, tapping random body parts like their sturdy drum set components. Certainly some bend and undress just to know what it's like to touch success. The unimpressed by sunsets at night. I'm more than certain she hurts inside from all this shit. Drawing the curtain, blurring the line before crossing it. Calling it quits, a ball of shame is bouncing back and forth. I'm sipping from the same container, down in 6 ounces of backwash. Doused with bathwater till all consequences fade away. Doubts are on back order, false confidence on layaway. I bought a Providence apartment cause of the way it detracts dangerous strangers in the tracks, the mangiest of straight cats. But when I let her out the bag, look what she dragged in. An overpowering dad who never let her have things. If this world was mine, I swear to mom I'd give it to baby girl. But maybe if this girl was mine, I'd give my mom a world of babies. Instead of murder cases, waiting for her to save me from unconfirmed aged girls I've dated since the early 80s. I flirt with fate. I heard she's the first lady to be referred to as crazy, cutting out the middle women, cutting out little children. I'm sitting on my couch, sickened to my inflated stomach. The baby in me is kicking buckets and I'm jaded from it. I couldn't hold on to her, afraid of breaking something. No longer knowing the difference between making love and hate fucking. No longer knowing the difference between hate fucking and making love. It's the difference between her virginity and experience with date rape drugs. Who am I to judge while you hide behind that makeup? Look at me picking out from Kool-Aid stained mugs. Who are you to judge why I got these sexual hang-ups? I look at you, look at me, we're in the same club. Motherfucker.
I've been patient, I've been a mental patient, been a parental replacement for kids sent to the basement. I has been, I've been had, I've become best friends with a pen and pad. Standing in the projects with a sign around my neck saying they thought it was a setup. I'm set up and unusual, I've been an unusual suspect. You're beautiful, just check to make sure that you're musical. 1 sec, I'll be back in a minute. React to the limit and butt out of your asses up in it. Ask if you can kick it. No, you may lie. You float to say hi. You fucked a straight shy. What the fuck did they got? Watch your mouth. What the kid just say? You suck a way lie. No doubt, hit by the ricochet. Kids today, I don't trust them. When I have mine, I'ma make him speak in rhymes. He'll think that is custom. Tell him that he's Muslim every Christmas. On December 25th, he'll be giftless. I convinced this dumbass he's actually a witness of Jehovah. Flip masks till he's older, have him bring Patrick's on over. Give him drinks if they're sober, we'll make some noise soon. She thinks of it, notice, send it to my boy's room. This is my house, you don't like it? Get the fuck out. Under my roof, you live by my rules, y'all will make you wanna. Sage Francis will make you wanna bounce. And DJ Shayla will make you wanna bounce. And Matt Coolidge will make you wanna bounce. And Old Dominion made you wanna bounce. The Micronauts, they made you wanna bounce. And Detention, he'll make you wanna bounce. Non-profits. Hold up, I made a man mad. I've been a madman. I've been a goody two-shoes who walks barefooted in a bad land. Been to Mattapan. What's up to my Boston heads? What's up to my New York head? Alright. What's up to my fucking Rhode Island heads? I came to visit y'all, but you know me, I got lost instead. I toss in bed, keep myself awake at night, worried that I might not fall asleep until I see the light. Friends wanna see me fight, I'm a black belt karate master. I'd rather have my freestyle raps help the party's laughter. I'm out of shape and haven't trained in months. Count the amount of time my face been punched. Feel my cranial lumps. I'll fuck you up. Cause your mind anguish with sign language is y'all deaf for what? That depends. You mean the DEAF kind? You read my lips so hard that he was left blind. I never been signed, but I've been signed off. Cause I never rhyme soft or wore designer cloth every time I swear to God that it's a cardiac arrest. Feel my chest, make sure it's not a heart attack. I'm stressed, it's rest that I'm probably lacking. Yes, I'm a full-fledged over the edge hypochondriac. Cleaning the rims, I'm a Pontiac. Rolling through the plaza, asking where the party at. Telling Heidi's at the Harvey Fat, but got an gnarly rat to get him violent like a lush, writing his car keys back. My wife don't want me back, I wanna hold her. It's a shame she ain't been the same ever since I told her this is my house. You don't like it? Get the fuck out. Under my roof, you live by my rules, bitch. She said I had to bounce. Sage Francis will make you wanna bounce. And DJ Shayla will make you wanna bounce. And Matt Zimmerman will make you wanna. It's got Deej, make you wanna. Providence, I'll make you wanna. Cranston, I'll make you wanna. Mooneyville, I will make you wanna. What the fuck you know, I will make you wanna. The Easter Bunny wants to. When the record skips the needle, shut the fuck up.
I was a lot more comfortable being vulnerable and open when I was younger, and it wasn't clear if I was or wasn't joking. But so much is broken, just like fuck it, the fix is in. If I can't hide in plain sight anymore, I'll just stay hidden. It's been a minute since I left this domicile. No need to change my outfit, I'll rock it like it's going out of style. It's out of style, ain't no one here to tell me otherwise. It gets more difficult to stay inside during the summertime, but most of the time it's just like any other time. Avoid personal interaction and human touch, shut the blinds. It's been a while since I left this bachelor pad. I need to go to the market soon, cause the food is going bad. The food is bad. I found it's difficult to just cook for one with healthy recipes, well, depending on what book they're from. If you wanna eat healthy, you gotta dirty some dishes. The frozen dinner's quickly ready to serve, and it's so delicious. It's not delicious, it's disgusting, but it satiates the hunger with a quickness. And hey, at least it's something. At least it's something. At most it's nothing. Fuck's wrong with me? I don't know, I'm just adjusting. It's been a month since I left this cabin. The doctor was worried about a fever and other difficulties I've been having. She called me on Christmas, that was my gift. She was worried I might die. I said I might die. No shit. It's been forever since I've said something that I can't wiggle free from. If there's anything I cherish in this self-inflicted prison, it's freedom. Comes at a cost, so I'm private to a fault. Till I default on the loan for home. It's actually more like a vault. No one knows the combo but little old me, the head honcho, the holder of the key. Alone but never lonely. It's been a millennia since I left this dominion. Been in the company of any women. At least I got my kittens. Spent more cash on my cat than I did myself. When he stopped eating, I took him to the vet so they could check his health. They put a feeding tube into his neck. I said, please let this work, cause if it doesn't, I got nothing left. I didn't say that, but they saw that. Cat had my tongue, I didn't speak at all. They told me to call back, but it wasn't weird. I did nothing but stand right there. But to fix this, money's no object type stare. It's been a year since I stepped into anyone else's private quarters. I've been busy self-diagnosing disorders. First world problems, yeah. USA, #1, top of the world. I'm in a tux and cummerbund. Welcome everyone to the party of the century. It's sure to be one for the books, no doubt. Medical ones especially. My 20s were a raw, my 30s were a blur. My 40s, I'm not so sure, but I'ma make them purr. My 20s were a raw, my 30s were a blur. My 40s, I'm not so sure, but I'ma make them purr. My 20s were a raw, my 30s were a blur. My 40s, I'm not so sure, but I'ma make them purr. haunted when she whispered something French in my ear. Tension was there. When I responded in English, it sounded less sincere. The sex in the air couldn't be left alone. So welcome to the Terror Dome, a bedroom full of pheromones, where nothing that we say is set in stone. If I thought it was for posterity, I'd already be writing better poems. But I'm talking in extremes, best this and best that. Let's not regret anything that ever gets said to this hellcat. Creeping on all fours, ready for combat, with secretive wars, sneaking the clause in our contract. Bending every which way but loose, with no proof that anything that we've suggested to this day is the whole truth. Was a medical slow dance. Said my advance was sexual, held my genitals with cold hands. Set up the coke cans, broke out the Red Rider, and one by one I tried to knock down everything that's dead inside her. She used to treat street dividers like a balance beam, arms spread wider than the legs in her dad's magazine, reenacting the pages that she could